Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving into a fascinating post about a game developer's 2024 experiences, a year filled with ambitious projects and valuable lessons learned, even without finishing a single game. Ready to jump in?
Absolutely, I'm buzzing with anticipation. So this developer tackled 3 projects, right? What were the main takeaways?
Exactly. 3 very different games. First, there was Kinship, a multiplayer turn-based RPG. Think Baldur's Gate meets Slimes? The biggest hurdle? Scope creep. He bit off way more than he could chew, with multiple classes, levels, and, oh boy, the isometric art.
Isometric art is a beast, isn't it? I've heard horror stories. 4 versions of every asset, that's insane. Did he outsource any of that?
Nope. He tried to do it all himself. He learned that lesson the hard way. He also underestimated the time needed to learn multiplayer mechanics, even with his background in networking. Testing alone became a massive time sink. It's not just coding. It's the testing, the debugging across multiple clients. A whole different ballgame.
Totally. That's a common pitfall. And he also mentioned polishing too early, focusing on lighting and shaders before the core gameplay was solid. Classic mistake.
Precisely. He should have focused on a solid game loop first. Then, onto his second project, Clarity Corp, a puzzle simulation game. Think, Papers, Please meets The Matrix. This one, however, lacked a compelling hook. He couldn't quite nail down what made it fun.
Ah, the elusive fun factor. That's the hardest thing to quantify, isn't it? It's all about that core loop. So he abandoned that one?
Essentially, yes. He parked it for now. Then came his third project, a co-op side-scrolling shooter, inspired by Celeste, Broforce, and Remnant. This one seems more manageable in scope, with a simplified art style. But even here, he faces challenges like real-time multiplayer, level design, boss fights, and playtesting.
Real-time multiplayer adds a whole new layer of complexity. Client-side prediction and lag compensation, those are tricky beasts to tame. But it sounds like he's learned a lot from his previous failures.
Exactly. His key takeaways are spot on. Multiplayer is tough but rewarding. Start small, know your limits, solid game loops are crucial, and polish comes later. He's not discouraged. He's excited to apply these lessons in 2025. He's got a great attitude.
I love his perspective. It's a reminder that game development is a journey, not a race. It's about the learning process as much as the finished product. A great story for aspiring game developers.
Absolutely. And that's a wrap for today's Tech Bytes and News. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this insightful discussion. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.